Welcome in, Jesse Schul here from Wager Talk TV. Today we're talking college hoops. We've got a big game in the Mountain West between the San Diego State Aztecs and the Utah State Aggies. Before I get into the game, though, let me tell you about a promo available at both Wager Talk and SportsMemo.com. Using the promo code WEEK25, you can get $25 off any 7-day package from either of those great sports betting websites. Let's look at this game. We got the top two teams in the Mountain West Conference, and this is another case of an unranked home favorite taking on a ranked team. I talked about this yesterday when I gave out a play on Virginia Tech versus Virginia, and I mentioned that I don't blindly follow these trends. I break down every game, weighing all the criteria before I make a bet, and this is why. You look at this game, San Diego State is ranked, Utah State unranked. Well, that was opposite when these teams met earlier this month. Utah State was ranked and San Diego State was unranked. Both these teams are on the cusp of being in the bottom end of the top 25. Utah State actually has a better record than San Diego State. They're tied at the top of the conference standings. So the idea that this fits the criteria the same way that other unranked home favorites would, I think, would be a little misleading. So I'm not looking at the home favorite here. I'm going to look at the total instead. The history actually tells us that 7 of the last 8 head-to-head meetings have gone under the number that's listed here tonight, which is 143.5. And we got some comments on the video yesterday, a few people saying they don't read too much into previous history. And that's fair enough. But I will suggest that if you don't read into previous history, explain why. Come up with a reason why you're going to disregard what happened in previous meetings between the two teams, whether it's different personnel, different coaching, different players involved, whether one team's hot, one team's not. Give yourself a reason to buck the trend. And I'm going to give you an example of that here. I mentioned that 7 of the last 8 meetings failed to reach the number listed for tonight's game, and I'm going to explain why I think that's going to change here tonight. You got Utah State averaging 80.1 points per game this season. That's up 2 points from last season. San Diego State, 75.8 points per game. That's up almost 5 points from last season. San Diego State, still one of the better defensive teams in the conference, but they're giving up 66.9 points per game. That's almost 3.5 points more than they were giving up last year. Utah State, they're giving up 69.5 points per game, which is roughly the same as what they were giving up last year. But overall, based on those numbers, I think you can expect higher scores, especially head-to-head meetings. We did see the first matchup at San Diego State went over this number, and I expect the pace to be even faster here at Utah State. They're the favorite. They're the team that likes to run it up a little bit more, and I like this one to go over the number, and we're bucking the trend. So the play is on over 143.5 in San Diego State at Utah State. If you like this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and once again, if you've got any questions for me, just hit me up in the comments below, and I'll get right back to you. Good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow.